Are you a dancer? Have you ever danced in your life? Do you have the moves? Kuna mahali ushawahi enda ukaambiwa wewe ndio unaongoza watu kudance? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to FLAWAH Sounds. This is the home of music. We talk about many things. We have candid conversations about music. We have lessons. We have so much in this YouTube channel. So remember to subscribe, share, comment, and also get informed and also improve your music knowledge. Today we are going to be talking about some few things here and there about music theory. There are very many things. There is the oral traditions, oral knowledge that you have, and the general knowledge that you have that was passed to you probably by someone else. Kuna vitu mtu alikuambia about music. You're not sure whether it's the formal thing ama it's true, but you just know this is what happens in music. So today I want us to talk about a few elements in music that can help you understand the thing you're doing. If you're into music production, if you're into singing, if you're into playing of instruments, some few things that you need to know and that will help you understand your craft more. Alright, so let's get into it. We are going to be talking about a few elements of music. So first of all, first things first, let's talk about music. What is this thing music? You know, everyone talks about music. So a basic definition of what music is, you can refer to music as a pleasant sound that is, pleasant sound that is pleasant to the ear. It's a pleasant sound that is pleasant unto the ear. A pleasant sound that you can be able to dance to, that you can be able to remember, that you can be able to relate with, and that is making you feel some type of way. So the first element in music is we can look about a rhythm. We can talk about rhythm. So what is rhythm? Rhythm is something that it's a regular pulse in music. So when you're talking about a song or an instrumental piece that someone is playing, or something that people are singing, or something that you're recording, a song that you're recording in studio, so we have the rhythm element of it. The rhythm element of it is the regular pulse in the music. So for example, you can have a song that is going like 1, 2, 3, 4. The tempo is, there is something regular about the song. So hata utasikia mtu mwingine akikwambia uko offbeat, you're on the beat. Some people also go offbeat, all of them while they are playing. Others when they are singing, they come in when they are offbeat. So that is the rhythm. The rhythm part of the music. Actually, as Africans, we are known to be so rhythmical. Africans are generally and naturally percussive. So being percussive is that each and every time you feel some element of rhythm, you want to move to it. Everyone, when someone drums something, you want to follow along. Actually, in the past, people used to create music using drums. In each and every African tradition, in each and every African community, you hear about them having some drums, and they have named them some type of way. For example, if you look at West Africa and you look at Afrobeat, the normal Afrobeat music that we know of today, it came from drums. For example, it came from so long ago. There was a drummer of a guy named Fela Kuti who used to play drums for his band, and when they were playing in the shrine, he came up with the beat, and then that is what has come up with the Afrobeat. So you realize that it has come from the element of the percussiveness or the percussive instrument, or the percussive part of the band. So that is where we get our rhythm from. All right, I hope you're enjoying this. And then so we have something that is called time signature. Time signature, we find it in the rhythm, whereby a song can be in 4/4 time, a song can be in 2/2 time. For example, 4/4 time means that each and every bar has 4 beats. For example, if I have a song that is going like 1, for example, utasikia mtu akihesabu ati 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3. So there's that regular pulse that is coming in each and every bar. So and then there are four of them. So it's 1 2 3 4 all along and all through the music. So that is the time signature. All right. And then the second thing that is so nice and it's so pleasant unto the ear as we are talking about it, it's something that is called melody. Melody is, watu wengi usema melody ni tune, ama wasi wengi usema melody ni ka idea konako. For example, if you are a music producer, mtu atakuja studio akwambie akona ka tune. So that is what people call a tune, others call it, I don't know what people call it, but in basic music theory it's called a melody. So a melody is that succession of notes up or down the scale. It might be any scale. It might be an Arabian scale, it might be another African scale, it might be a Cuban scale, a South American scale, an African scale, whichever the scale it is. So that is the melody. So utasikia mtu akiimba melody ya song fulani, anapanda panda nayo, anashuka nayo. So it's a melody. That is the succession of notes in a certain scale. So for example, if you can hear someone singing, for example, a certain song, the part that they are singing in that song, they are not singing the guitar line, they are singing the melody of the song. All right. And then now we go to the harmony. Harmony sasa ni hizo melody zikiwa kadhaa. So for example, we have like the sopranos are singing a certain melodic line, and then the altos are singing a certain melodic line, the tenors another melodic line, and then the bass or the baritone are singing another melodic line. So when you join them together, sasa ndio zina form harmony. That is why, for example, the keyboard is known to be a harmonic instrument, because keyboard si keyboard until you play a few melodies together pamoja, ama you play a few notes together you press them together. So that is a harmonic instrument. That is the harmony element in this music. All right. And then we have the timbre or the tone color. This is the different textures, this is the nature of the sound that you get from a certain instrument. For example, if you think about an instrument like a violin, it sounds so different from like let's say an acoustic guitar. Or when you think about something like a marimba, it sounds so different from an instrument like a saxophone. So that is the timbre. It's the tone color. Ukisikiza hiyo instrument, what is the kind of sound that you get from that particular instrument? So that is what we call timbre. So among singers, we have different timbres. People sing so differently. Kuna mtu mmoja ata sound tofauti. For example, the way I'm talking is different from the way you sound when you're talking. So that is the tone color or the timbre. So that is the third element in the music. So we have the first one was rhythm, and then we have the melody, and then we have harmony, and then now the fourth one we're talking about timbre, which is the tone color. All right. And then we have another element that is called texture. Texture ni kama vile in soil we have different textures of soil, the roughness or the composition in that soil. So in music, texture ni the different layers that are used in that particular song or in that particular music that you're recording or you're singing. For example, you can have a song that only has the vocalist and the instrumentalist. For example, you can have a vocalist and a bassist. So the texture in that song, it's not so dense, but it's just something that is so light. You can have another one that has a full band, and then they have the brass instruments in that band, and then we have a choir, and then we have a lead vocalist. So that one, the texture, it's polyphonic, or you can say it's so dense. We have so many things in that. And then we have another element in music that is called form. Form is the it's the general overview of that particular song or the particular music that you're talking about. So there are some songs that will take different forms. Others, this one you can find it even in the early music, in the Baroque, Renaissance periods. So the form is in a simplified interpretation, you can call form as what are the components in that music and how does it feel when you listen to it. For example, you can have a song with just an acoustic guitar and a lead singer, or you can have another song with just the violins. So and then you look at the form, how is the first phrase corresponding to the second phrase. So form, it's not so complicated, it's just the box into which that particular music is in. And this one we find it mostly in classical music. And then we have the other one, which is the last one, that is called expressions. A song has expressions. There is the way that song is articulated. There is the way that song sounds. In expressions, you can find a few elements. For example, you can find something like intensity or the volume of the song. Is that song so loud? Is it so soft because of the kind of things that are in there. Does it have so many vocals in it? Does it have so many instruments in it? And then you can also find in the expressions part, you can also find an element like tempo. Is the song too fast, or is the song slow, or is it just there at a walking pace? And then you can also find the articulation. What are the articulations in that song? Does it sound like a song from some part? I mean, when you listen to a song, you can know, and also identify where it comes from, because people sing differently, people play their instruments so differently. All right, so you get the few things that we've been talking about in this video is just trying to understand what is this music in basic music theory, which makes you sound, I mean, a little bit complex, but you get to understand what you're doing. So number one, we were talking about rhythm, and we identified what it is, and then we talked about melody, and then we talked about harmony, and then we talked about timbre or the tone color, we talked about texture, and then we talked about the form, and then finally we've talked about the dynamics which are in the song. And that is where we are going to end this video. Please consider subscribing to this channel, liking, sharing, and also commenting if this video has helped you understand some few things that you didn't know in music. Goodbye.